Good evening, audience, and welcome to the Bernstein Report.
Brought to you by AP Government.
Let's start by discussing who Dr. Kenneth Bernstein really is.
Dr. Kenneth Bernstein is an outstanding teacher, blogger, and he has won the Agnes Meyer Outstanding Teacher Award.
Let's take a quick rundown of our segments. The first one is called AP Government with Dr. Bernstein, a survival guide.
Followed by Bernstein Brags, a biography of Kenneth Bernstein.
PSAT Prep from the genius himself, Dr. Kenneth Bernstein.
And Race to Nowhere, Kenneth Bernstein.
And last but not least, Court Case Contemplation. This week, it's Tinker versus Des Moines. All these and more coming up next on the Bernstein Report. Hey guys, I'm Neil, and this is Praveen, and we're just gonna give you a quick student survival guide
To Mr. Bernstein's class.
Yeah. Pay attention, it's very helpful. One of the most important things Mr. Bernstein teaches us is to use process of elimination on tests. You know, it's actually a very effective method in eliminating the...
Very helpful, actually. I mean, you can eliminate everything that you don't know, and if you can get it to within 2 or 3, you have a much better chance of getting the question right.
Definitely.
Second of all, if you really want to do good on your test, Mr. Bernstein introduces you to a bevy of information in class. But if you go home and you look at your textbook, if you do the readings that he gives you, and then you review the other readings that he's given you in the past, you can reinforce all the information that you've learned in class. And that's really going to help you to grasp the information, and it will help you to do really good on your tests.
Yeah, definitely. The textbook is a good, concise measure of what is actually on the test, so that'll help you a lot. Also, towards the end of the year, when he doesn't have assigned seats anymore, if the front chair in your row is empty, remember, don't sit in the back seat, because Mr. Bernstein will call you up to the front, and he will not forget. We've learned from experience.
Yeah. And also, when Mr. Bernstein gives you a reading, and at first, most of the class doesn't do it, and he doesn't really make a big deal out of it, don't just take that for granted, because eventually he will notice and he will make it known. Because we did the same thing. One day he noticed that no one was participating in consecutive days, and we kind of almost had to take a pop quiz. So you guys really should be prepared every day with the readings that he gives you.
Yeah, Bernstein is serious. He's not playing around, and really it's for your benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, very important, always remember to have your ID around your neck.
One person that can help us illustrate that is our alias student, Ko Tang Booby. Gotta go to this AP government class, learn about government.
Wait, excuse me, Mr. Coaching. Where's your ID?
I have it right here.
No. Put it on your neck.
It is on my neck.
As far as I'm concerned, a dog chain is not an ID.
Okay, but no, just let me in.
You don't have an ID. I don't know you're part of the school.
I can't get caught on the
I don't know you're part of the school.
Just let me in right now.
Mr. Coaching.
Why are you so upset?
Mr. Coaching.
Just let me in.
Do you know the consequences of not wearing your ID?
No, that one is a piece of paper.
No, Mr. Coaching.
I swear, I have it like my training. It goes about a ring like 80 seconds.
You have 10 seconds, Mr. Coaching.
No, chill. Just let me in.
Looks like you're gonna be caught, Mr. Coaching. I'm sorry. Nothing I can do.
Just let me in. No.
Mr. Coaching.
No. Let me in the room. No. Leave the egg. Man, I hate this class so much. Why is Mr. Bernstein so chill?
Mr. Coaching. What did I tell you yesterday?
ID right here.
No,
around
your neck. Around your neck.
It's in the knot.
No,
it's in the knot.
it must be around your neck. Mr. Coaching. The rules clearly state the ID is not around your neck, Mr. Coaching. You are not part of the school.
I can't get the knot out. Can you help me get it out?
Well, that's not my problem. Mr. Coaching, that is not my problem. I teach government. I teach government, not time.
I can't put this on. Look at this. Keep your head in this hole.
Well, Mr. Coaching, you have
my ID right here.
You have 3 minutes, Mr. Coaching.
Man, just let me in.
Oh, looks like these 3 minutes are going back fast. You have like 10 seconds left.
No, I swear.
Mr. Coaching.
I can't put it around my...
Mr. Coaching.
It's on my...
I'm afraid you're out of luck. Mr. Coaching, you are out of luck.
I can't get caught in the hole. Hey, no. I got my ID right here. I can't get me out. Alright guys, so remember, whenever you're watching a movie in Mr. Bernstein's class, such as Race to Nowhere, remember, always be quiet. Mr. Bernstein is serious. When he wants you guys to see a movie, he wants you to see it for a reason. So pay attention to the content, keep your mouth shut, or you get a PS74. Who said that?
Hey class, do you recognize who I am?
Hey, we have a sub!
A sub? No, it's me, Mr. Bernstein.
What?
I just shaved. Didn't I remind you of this in the beginning of the year? Guys, don't listen, do you? Anyway, tell me how it looks.
It looks pretty good, Mr. Bernstein.
Yeah, I know. My wife's been telling me I should shave, you know. I met this woman at the club, the National Democratic Club. Yeah, she told me that she likes me with my beard off, you know. I'll try it. I'll try it.
Yeah, Mr. Bernstein, always remember, when he says something, he's most likely going to back it up. And he really did tell us he was going to shave at the beginning of the year. We really didn't believe him. Came to school one day, and everyone thought we had a sub. It wasn't a sub. It was actually Mr. Bernstein.
By the way, if ever in need of, you know, having a distraction during class, bring up his alma mater, Haverford. It is actually a very interesting university and most educational as well.
Yeah, Mr. Bernstein has stories.
He has the funniest stories from his days in college, and he was a pretty cool guy. I mean, I enjoyed learning about Haverford and his life there.
Yep, exactly. And, oh yeah, another tip for classroom discussions. Always remember to raise your hand on a consistent basis. Even if you didn't do the reading, you might be able to muster out a decent response, but if you always keep your hand down, Mr. Bernstein will notice and he will call you. And the day that you're least prepared, somehow he's gonna call you and you're gonna look like a total idiot in front of the class. So you better at least do your reading. If not, at least raise your hand if you think you know what he's talking about.
Definitely. What's that you have over there?
Oh, you're talking about my snack?
You're eating chips, dude. Don't eat it or drinking in class. Remember.
Just one more.
No.
Okay.
I can write you up for a PS74 if I was Mr. Bernstein.
I'm sorry.
Okay. He can pull it off. He also, you know, has a plethora of knowledge in the English language. He has a large number of puns of the English language. And they're actually pretty funny. You know, me and Praveen, we experienced it firsthand.
Yeah, some really interesting puns. There was this one day in class, at the end of class, Mr. Bernstein gave us a little time to discuss government amongst ourselves. I actually got out of my seat and was kneeling next to Neil's desk here. And Mr. Bernstein noticed that his name is Neil and I was kneeling. So Mr. Bernstein comes up and says, "Hey Praveen, why are you kneeling?" Because his name is Neil and I was talking to him. That's really hilarious. Mr. Bernstein actually does
That cracked me up.
Yeah, that was actually really funny.
He's a clever guy. Also,
don't be worried if you fail your first FRQ. You might be watching this and you'll be like, what the heck is an FRQ? Well, an FRQ is a free response question, similar-ish to ECR that you might take in earlier classes. An FRQ makes up a test along with the multiple choice section in some of the tests that Mr. Bernstein administers. And there will be several FRQs on the AP test for credit in college.
definitely.
When you take the test, the first test of the year, there will be an FRQ on it. And when you take it, and if you get your grade back and then you fail, don't be worried, don't be scared. Because everyone, and I really mean everyone, if not, or at least a large majority of people, we did. And everyone really just did not do
We just failed. We failed.
And the thing about Mr. Bernstein is he understands, and he's gonna curve that first one, and he's gonna help you to get better. And always take his advices on FRQs, because his philosophy of using a rubric really helps you to focus your response and gain the maximum amount of points that you can.
Yeah, definitely. He's actually one of the graders for the AP exam, and when he grades our FRQs, he knows who's in his class because we use the rubric, and he said that actually our scores happen to be a lot higher than most of what he's talking about.
Exactly.
He knows what he is talking about. Also, don't be worried if you figure out that Mr. Bernstein somehow knows your after-school activities, because he's not a creeper. He's actually a caring guy, and he cares about the student, and he takes the time to go out of his way and actually look at what you're doing outside the classroom, which is really an admirable quality in a teacher.
Exactly. I remember the day I was at JV soccer practice with the goalies, and Mr. Bernstein just walks on the field and he helps us out. I mean, that was really interesting, and I thought that it was pretty cool that Mr. Bernstein actually stays involved in our lives.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, he also has a lot of things going on in his own plate, and so it's really nice of him.
Yeah. And also, I would like to remind you, do not use a comb or a brush in Mr. Bernstein's class, or probably any other teacher's class. First of all, it's rude and it shows that you're really not paying attention to what he's talking about. And second of all, Mr. Bernstein does not want to see your snow all over his desk. And he will go on you in class, and he will cook you.
We will now be taking a short commercial break. Please stay tuned.
Don't want to miss this show.
Oh my god. Oh my,
Oh my god, this guy's crazy. Oh my god.
My name is Kenneth Bernstein. I'm a graduate of Haverford University. I was also part of the U.S. Marines. But enough about me. Let's move on to some of the notable people I know. Last week, I had dinner with the Secretary of Agriculture. I also happened to run Rahul Grahalvar's campaign. I met Chief Justice William Rehnquist in a train station. Did I mention that I'm amazing at sports? Let's start with soccer. I happen to be one of the best goalkeepers that was substituted into one of our most important games, and I saved a very important shot. But my main position is defender. I'm actually one of the collegiate's highest level recruits, and I'm also an amazing striker. I scored one of the game-winning goals in a very important game. But most importantly, let me tell you the most important soccer memory I have. No questions now, no questions now. Actually, go ahead.
Did you play football as well?
No. Back to my most important moment.
Oh.
Did I mention that I was playing against an All-American striker, and I slide tackled him in the dying moments of the game to save the game for us?
an all-American striker. Bernstein!
It was my proudest moment in soccer. I'm also able to dribble a soccer ball faster than most soccer players can even run. Oof, just go figure. I also know a lot about sports history. Let's see, the Redskins, did you know that out of the 3 Super Bowls they won, 2 of them happened to be in lockout
Are you
years.
serious?
Hey, Mr. Raji.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, let's see, what else have I done? Oh, yeah, Jim Webb. One of my very close friends, Jim Webb, yes. We have dinner very often. Now, a little bit of trivia. Does anyone know about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory?
Oh.
No. I happen to know too much already, you know. I could give you a whole class breakdown of that, but I'll refrain. But my most dearest hobby is music.
Really?
One of my favorite composers, Johann Sebastian Bach, had a birthday